Hey Paws Squad, and welcome back to another Wings of Fire video. Today, I'm going to be telling you 3 Wings of Fire tribes that I've created and their lore. Let's get started. Small disclaimer, please do not use my tribes as your own, as I will write a fanfiction on them. Thank you very much, and now let's get into the video. The first tribe I made was the Radio Wings. They're very modern, well, not in AI terms, but certainly in 1980 terms. The Radio Wings have black, gray, and or pale white scales and either have blue or golden eyes. One might call them telepaths because a Radio Wing can connect to another, but usually dragonets aspire to become inventors and engineers. Radio Wings live peacefully on a large isle to the east of Pantella called the Ultra Isle. Their queen is Queen Intercom, a very kind-hearted queen who has seen more than any dragon living on the Ultra Isle. There's no heir of the Radio Wings yet. Besides connecting to one another, the Radio Wings can amplify their own voices and have antennae to sense emergency signals coming from others of their own tribe. My second tribe is the Portal Wings. They have gradient blue-violet-black scales with small swirling patterns, and as you can guess, their main ability is teleportation. Besides that, they can open up portals going anywhere that they have gone, knows where it looks like, and they can make things float. Portal Wings need to train very hard to make things float of their own volition. It's similar to the Force in Star Wars. They have 3 citizen professions not related to the palace: portal guards, gravity trainers, and scouts. Portal Wings live near the Radio Wings, but they have a magic barrier around their island that only the Portal Wings themselves can freely go through, and only scouts can lower it for other tribes. The queen of the Portal Wings is Queen Vortex, and she's a lot like Queen Ruby. The heir of the Portal Wings is Princess Gradience. My last tribe is the Weather Wings. They can have white to black scales, and usually they have different shades of gray and blue. They live in a cloud palace in the sky, right above the Sky Wings. Weather Wings have the concept of kings and queens, and therefore they have a full monarchy. It's mostly to avoid succession wars, but also to have many authorities to keep the kingdom in check. The king of the Weather Wings is King Thundercloud. The queen is Queen Lightning Strike, and the heir is Prince Stormfall. As you might guess, Weather Wings can control the weather, but they can also summon wind bursts and breathe underwater and turn invisible. For a while, the Weather Wings simply kept their little islands in the sky safe from hurricanes. But then they decided to reach out to the Portal Wings and formed a strong alliance with them. Even though that the Portal Wings live far away, they actually have, of course, portals that they can open since they know what the Weather Wing territory looks like, which means all 3 tribes can connect with each other whenever they want thanks to the Portal Wing powers. And so, since then, Weather Wings have developed traditions such as full moon festivals like the Sand Wings. But they also possess a special kind of magic where they can hold clouds between their talons and create things out of thin air. However, this is not tied to animus magic, and in fact is called draft charm. It takes a while for a young Weather Wing to control their draft charm. The first draft Weather Wing was named Stormy. And yes, that sounds like a really horrible name. But that was when the Weather Wings were first, for lack of a better word, created. And so, Stormy had not only been the first draft charm, but also the first Weather Wing queen, meaning that the Weather Wing dynasty has draft charm blood running through them. There has only ever been one animus with the Weather Wings, and that animus did not have any dragonets whatsoever, meaning that the Weather Wings were lost to animus magic forever. But that doesn't matter, because of how tied they are to the other tribes. The Portal Wings don't have any animus magic, but the Radio Wings do, and it's useful for the Radio Wings to have animus magic because they can enchant their inventions and make them more advanced, let's say. Well, that concludes the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing me about the tribes I created. See ya, Paw Squad. I'll catch you in the next one.